Hello everyone, and welcome to the Quantpedia Explains Trading Strategies video series. Today, we will speak about the socially responsible investing and trading strategies.
Hello everyone, my name is Radovan Vojtko and I'm CEO of Quantpedia. Today we will discuss ESG or socially responsible investing. I will explain to you what socially responsible investing means, what is the quant's look on ESG or socially responsible investing. I will show you some strategies and I will show you how we can incorporate ESG investing with other trading strategies. So let's start. What's socially responsible investing or what's ESG investing? It's a green or ethical investing. It's an investment strategy and we are trying to consider both financial returns, so we are trying to earn money, and also social and environmental good. So we are trying to find the stocks or invest or trade the stocks that are not just a great investment or that you can expect that they will perform well, but we are also trying to buy the stocks that we expect will be socially responsible. So they will not do harm, they will try to promote green investments, etc. etc. We can try to do the positive social investing or positive screening. So it means we are trying to buy the stocks that promote sustainable investing or responsible investing. So they are trying to promote green tech, etc. etc. Or we can do the negative screening, so we are trying to remove the stocks that are doing the harm. So usually it's stocks that sell alcohol, tobacco, fast food, gambling, pornography, weapons, fossil fuel production, etc. etc. Socially responsible investing is sometimes called ESG investing. What is ESG? So ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. So investors are applying these three non-financial factors as part of the analysis to identify growth opportunities. What are those three factors? E stands for environmental. It means investors are looking at how the company is performing regarding the environmental and natural world factors. So it means if it emits any carbon emissions, if it pollutes water or air, how does it care about biodiversity, deforestation, if it's energy efficient, what is the waste management of the company, etc. The social score, the people are looking at how the company looks at other people's lives, if it cares about customer satisfaction, gender and diversity, employee engagement, what are the community relations of the company, if it cares about human rights, labor standards, etc. And the last pillar is the governance, so it's how high standards are for the company. So it means what is the board composition, if there are same amount of women as the men, if the company tries to bribe or corrupt somebody, if it has a political contribution, if it has any whistleblower schemes, lobbying, what is the executive's compensation, etc. etc. So the governance score look what are the standards of the company and how is the company run by CEO and the board of governors. We have up to 20 ESG investments trading strategies in our database. ESG investing or socially responsible investing or trading is a hard topic. We have an interesting article with our quant's look on ESG investing, in which we discuss what is the current trend and the possible problems with ESG investing and what are some opportunities. The most important thing in ESG is how the ESG scores are calculated. There are a lot of companies that do the ESG scoring, so that grade the companies and they grade how well the companies are doing in environmental factors, how well the company is doing in governance, and how socially responsible the company is. Of course, because there are a lot of the companies, the score for E or for S or for G is not comparable against each other in all the companies. In case we have some classical price to book or price to earnings ratio that's calculated from fundamental data, there is only one way how to calculate price to book ratio or price to earnings ratio. The problem with the ESG is that there are a lot of companies and all of the companies they have different methodology to calculate all of those ESG scores. There is lack of commonality across the various papers and there is a lack of commonality between the providers of the scores. There are a lot of papers that are looking at how correlated are ESG scores among the different ESG scores providers. The average correlation is only 0.61. and value ranges from 0.42 to 0.73. So it means there is some overlap between the scoring between multiple ESG scoring agencies that are trying to grade how good the ESG company is or how good the company is on regarding the environmental, social and governance issues, but there is not a high correlation between them. What does it mean for us as the quants? It means that it makes sense for us to use multiple scoring systems from multiple different providers And then we need to unluckily build our own scoring based on those scoring systems from other companies or from the data from other companies. On the other hand, if you have multiple scores for the same company, it means that resultant information, we can get more information from the resultant score because we can take a look on disagreement between the different companies that are trying to score. So that's the biggest problem. Another question is, what is the relationship between the ESG scoring and the performance? So the first question is, what will happen if we do the negative screening? So if we remove the companies that score highly negative in ESG scores, it means those are the companies that may sell products that are harming the customers, like tobacco or alcohol. Those are the companies that have a problem with the labor rights, that have a problem with the human rights, etc. There are multiple papers that are showing what is the performance. Now, on average, we can say that when we apply the negative scoring and we do not apply it just on a subset of our index, it means we remove only subset of the stocks, it will not harm our performance. So usually the indexes or funds, they use the negative scoring and they remove a small part of the companies. They perform the same as broad indexes. That's the result of the average ESG academic research paper, or what is the average academic research paper showing to us. Now there is another question, and that is, what about positive scoring? So it means if we use the scores and we try to buy the companies with the highest ESG score, so the companies that are doing the best or are among the best in environmental, social, and governance factors, will we outperform other stocks? Now, that's the harder question. It really depends on the underlying data set. We try to backtest those strategies, so we obtain the data set and we try to build the strategy, ESG level factor investing strategy. So we use the ESG score and we build a long-short strategy in which we went long the top 20% of the stocks with the highest score and we short the bottom 20% of the stocks with the lowest score. The resultant performance was positive, so it means that the ESG scoring or data that we obtained, they offer the positive outperformance. And now it doesn't have to be the case for each dataset, and as I said, the datasets for ESG scoring, they differ from each other, so it makes sense to backtest the multiple scoring systems and then to combine score from multiple ESG scoring vendors. Another case can be the ESG factor momentum strategy. What does it mean? We are not trying to buy the stocks that are currently the best, but we are trying to buy the stocks that are improving in ESG scores. So what does it mean is that we are assuming that if the company is improving the ESG score, so it's trying to less harm, it's trying to be more environmental friendly. It means that the company is also doing other things well. Those steps of the company, they will translate also into better financial performance of the company, and at the end it will translate into better performance of the underlying stocks. And what we can do is that we can buy the stocks that are companies that increase their ESG rating most during the recent past, and we can underweight or we can short those that decreased the ESG rating based on, 12 months ESG momentum. Now we can take a look. So again, the underlying strategy shows outperformance, but once again, as I mentioned, be cautious because it really depends on the underlying scoring system and on the underlying ESG data. So it makes sense to try multiple data vendors of ESG scoring and or ESG scores, and then to build some resultant score for each company that's built from multiple data vendors. What is also another interesting path or another interesting way how we can incorporate the ESG scoring is that we can try to mix the ESG scoring with other strategies like price momentum or with other factors. What is the advantage? The advantage is that we are using the ESG scoring only as some kind of the overlay on other factor. For example, price momentum can help us to have a better signal on price momentum strategy. Plus, on the positive side, we will have the better ESG strategy. So it means we will buy the stocks that are more friendly to environment and social causes, etc., etc. We have one more paper and one more article about how we can improve ESG investing strategy and momentum strategy by combining both strategies together. I will add the link to this paper and to this article into the description of the video or to the description of the video. Basically, there are multiple ways how we can do it. The first way is that we can try to build the momentum strategy and improve the ESG scoring of the momentum strategy. On another way, what we can do is that we can try to build the ESG strategy, but we will not just rank based on ESG, but we will also use the past price momentum as part of the ESG signal. So we will have the ESG maximal or the best ESG strategy with the stocks that have the positive past performance. Both of these strategies, so the momentum combined with ESG or ESG combined with the momentum, have a nice risk-adjusted return. They incorporate the ESG scoring into the classical momentum trading strategy. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope you will join us in the next video.
Interested? Then pick another video to learn more, or subscribe to Quantpedia Pro and try how our analytics and reporting significantly save time spent on quantitative research.